I wanted to talk a little bit about scatter plots again, and I have a couple of scatter plots that are very, very basic that I just created. Remember, a scatter plot shows a relationship between two different things. So in this first scatter plot, what we have is a relationship between homework and grades. As you go up the vertical axis, this is how much homework a student does, let's say minutes per night. And as you go along the horizontal axis, these are the grades that a student would actually get on their report card. This dot that I'm circling right here, this is a student who does very little homework, and of course the grades are actually poor as a result. The student up here that I'm circling is a student who does a lot of homework, and as a result they have pretty strong grades. What we say is, we say there's a positive relationship between homework and grades, and we all know this to be true. It sort of makes sense. If you decide to do homework, there's a good chance that you will have good grades as a result. But of course, every once in a while we have what are called outliers, and an outlier is someone who doesn't necessarily fit the normal pattern, of this relationship. Here we have this person right here. This is what we would call an outlier. Here's a person who does a lot of homework, but their grades don't seem to reflect the amount of homework that they actually do. Whereas this person over here, maybe they don't do a lot of homework, but they actually get pretty strong grades. Again, a positive relationship, and the trend line, or the line of best fit, is this line here that goes up and to the right, and that shows a positive relationship. This one right here shows a relationship between smoking and life expectancy. As you can see right here, we call this a negative relationship because the trend line, or the line of best fit, goes up to the left. If I circle this person right here, this is a person who smoked a long time, okay? Smoking is high up on the vertical axis, but on the life axis, or the horizontal axis, it's pretty low. Okay, so this is a person who has smoked, and as a result, their life is cut short. This person over here, if I just put a dot right here, this would be a person who smoked very little, or maybe hasn't smoked at all, and as a result, their life expectancy is quite high. Again, this is what we call a negative relationship, because as smoking goes up, life expectancy goes down. Okay, and if smoking is down, then life expectancy goes up. So when the arrows go in the opposite directions, we call that a negative relationship. And of course we have outliers here too. If I put a person right here, this is a person who maybe hasn't smoked at all, but their life is certainly cut short for some reason. And if I put a dot over here, this would be another example we call an outlier. A person who's smoked quite a bit, but their life expectancy has actually been pretty high as a result too.